same thing. Not as spectacularly, as in you're not going to see many kills from it, but it's going to be exceptionally hard to push in unless you have that bear and a couple of enchantress cubes in the front line. And then you still have things like Coddle Blast that are going to be able to push you out.
Yeah.
And Scream of Pain and Spirits. So, I don't know.
What do you think of Shadow Demon Disruption against Naga though? As an illusion character.
It is definitely good.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you can just disrupt illusions anyway.
Yeah, you can.
Yes.
So
That's
you
what I
don't
mean.
even need to disrupt the hero.
Yeah.
It can definitely be a nuisance, but I think at that stage in the game, with the greedy kind of heroes that Fnatic have, they can farm the woods, get mechs, maybe even get a pipe or something like that at some stage, and then the Radiance doesn't really matter. More than just having EGM move around, middle lane. Bulldog getting quite low there from the Shadow Strike. No Tail was here as well. Of course, just been babysitting Hani. I don't know, man.
Why didn't Hani give the bottle to...
He didn't have overcharge yet. Oh, wow. What was that blink? He's going to get Soul Catcher and disrupted. No vision on the high ground. Hani, he's going to go down. Okay.
I don't know why he offensively blinked.
I'm sure what that was.
Maybe he wanted No Tail to tether onto him to get the slow. That's the only thing I can think of.
I don't know. Mistakes happen, man.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Well, that was a quite costly mistake because that was first blood, and Admiral Bulldog doesn't really need too much help on his spear. I say he's pretty good on that hero.
Yeah. I would say he's doing a good job. I mean, he's got 20 CS and the Wisp has kind of been sitting around middle lane. And to my knowledge, he has not actually stacked anything. So No Tail has been spending almost all of his time actually sitting in lane, trying to stop Bulldog from getting what he's getting.
Yeah, so Alliance essentially winning all three of their lanes, would you say? How's the bottom lane doing for Fnatic?
Bottom is winning, but it's not like a smash or anything. It's just, it's maybe slightly favoring Alliance.
Top's gonna be dead. Trixie eats a Mel Strike.
The
Nice
blocks.
body blocking coming out. Today's
Holy
the day of blocks, but
it's
Trixie
not enough.
blocks very fast.
That's devotion, man.
Yeah.
I actually think it would have died if he didn't have
Yeah, I
that
think so
creep.
too.
3 armor is a pretty big deal, man.
Bottom lane going right here on the Illuminate will hit. Couple more right click will do the job here. No Tail trying to go for it.
Too deep.
Soul Catcher, where's the arrow? It's gonna hit on No Tail and Tower coming in. Starstorm's gonna finish things up, and Loda continue to play very, very well today.
That overextension.
I don't know, man. Fnatic is one of those teams who is very emotionally based when it comes to their play.
Yeah.
And I think maybe last game rattled them a bit. Hani gonna blink forward once again. No Tail with the... They got some bottle charges coming in. Spirit's gonna hit on Bulldog. They're still chasing.
One more scream.
And he's...
Yeah, nicely done.
Beautiful.
So that was how it's supposed to be, but Shadow Demon was there.
Yeah, exactly.
Last
They
time.
didn't expect EGM.
The thing is, it's so hard to get kills like that with a Shadow Demon on the other team.
Yeah.
Especially if he's not visible.
He's similar to a Dazzle. Like,
All he has to do is TP and the gank is foiled. Like,
Yeah.
that's it.
Dick Dastardly.
I've noticed that Shadow Demon has a buyback sign on him. That's just a bug. He didn't buy back. Or sorry, not Shadow
Wisp.
Demon. Wisp, yeah.
Yeah.
IO even.
Actually, IO.
I have to start calling them their real names.
I just call him 10.
10.
I like that. That's
Yeah,
good.
it's really nice actually. Good call.
Oh, top lane, Trixie, Psionic Trap, Dark Roller Trap, and yeah, he's dead.
Oh,
He's not getting away from that.
He got the Devourer off.
I mean, when ganks like that happen, it becomes painfully obvious to Alliance that there's no wards there. Like, just no vision at all for Trixie, so he's kind of on his own.
Yeah.
No help.
They do throw him to the wolves a bit, don't they?
So standard Trixie game, right? Like, no help at all. You're there.
Does Queen of Pain have a different attack animation? Is it
Yes, she does.
It's a set or something, is it?
Yep. It looks like she's throwing out Shadow Strikes.
I don't think it's a different... I think it's a different projectile. Bottom
that's what
lane,
I
though,
mean,
Disruption's going to go off. Onto Excalibur runs into the arrow. EGM, though, getting chased away. Flies here as well.
No Tail has a lot of
Those
stacks on him. He
illusion
needs
runes.
to be...
He needs to back off. Oh!
Maybe. Lotus still has leap. Nice. Gonna disjoint the net.
I meant the projectile, sorry Andy.
Yeah, everybody gets away free. No big deal. Everything's fine.
I got one chance.
Top lane, Trixie. Rook aiming under the tower. Actually gonna go down. No, the bear.
He's never stopped, never stopped.
So close.
Scourge actually OP.
It is very, very good.
Yeah. If you just look at the amount of regen you get from Scourge Earth, you're kind of like, wow.
What do you call it?
Scourge Earth.
Scourged? No, it's scorched.
Scorch.
Like you're scoring a point. It's
yeah,
scorched.
score in Earth. Scorched Earth.
Yeah.
Thank you for my daily English lesson. Let me write that
You
down
give
in my
us the
notebook.
math lessons.
Yeah,
Okay.
We'll give you the English lessons.
Actually, your math earlier was bollocks as well. I don't know what you're for.
Something about multiplication tables and not being able to go home.
I don't know.
Insert that joke here, I guess. So we haven't really talked much about S4. He's been a little bit quiet. He's gotten himself 1 kill, but that was on the back of a very nice rotation coming in from his teammates. He opted to go for treads. I'm not actually so sure if he wants Blink this game, because nobody really, like, who's going to follow him up, right?
Mirana?
Yeah, but that's a Shadow Demon initiation following
Yeah.
into an arrow. It's not like a blink in from a TA, because if you're going to slow with a trap, you don't need to blink in to do it. So
Okay.
I'm curious, like, what item build he's going to go for. Does he go for, like, the Manta build? Does he go drums into, like, BKB? BKB is actually not good here at all.
I think Blink is nice in the sense that you could just get to the squishy parts, you know, the Kato, the Wisp, and just
jump
go
in the back.
to work. At the same time, I think like a drums Mantas build wouldn't be too bad as well. Just give you passive movement speed and run around the team. I feel like he's doing such a good job against this team that he could essentially go whatever he wants except the BKB. I like to see him start with the Midas though, because I think that's pretty free against a team that doesn't really start online until much later for Fnatic.
I think Midas is just good every game on TA, actually.
Yeah.
Attack speed scales very well because Refraction gives you flat damage, and we talked about that early Roshan opportunity coming out from Alliance because of their team. And here it comes, man.
Yeah, the DD on the the TA really helps out. And they'll take down quite quickly.
It's interesting though because a lot of teams abuse the untouchable instead of doing what they're doing. But I guess when you have Refraction, it really doesn't matter because you never really take a straight hit from Roshan anyway.
Kind of true.
And Fnatic don't have a clue, man.
Well, when you're doing Roshan with only 2 heroes, it's
Look at the amount of traps around Roshan as well.
Yeah, traps and ward.
Yeah, it's so much coverage. Like,
S4 now almost level 9.
does he go the Yasha drums thing? Yeah, is that what you're talking about there?
I mean, that's just, I think, a better idea than going for, like Lumi said. BKB just doesn't really feel like. Because you can still get doomed. If the other team songs, you're by yourself in a team fight, and you can still get ensnared. It's like, okay, not a great choice. Who knows, man? Maybe he'll just go like drums Deso or something. Damage.
Yeah, that sounds good as well.
This game's definitely been a little bit more quiet than the last one, I'll say that
Yeah,
much.
they've calmed down.
Oh, EGM could be in some trouble. There's the ult coming out from the Queen of Pain. Spirits coming in. EGM does drop. No tail. Picks up the kill. A couple of spirits.
pretty key kill. Hits no tail up to level 6.
Yeah.
The downside of Queen of Pain.
On Bulldog, they're going to use a relocate as well. They will be able to
Nice.
get this kill, no problem.
Question is, do you teleport mid to try to pick off that Wisp? It looks like that's not going to be the case.
Nah. It's pretty hard to do, actually. They were behind the tower.
Loda's been sitting on the bottom lane trying to apply as much pressure at Naga as possible, but Naga, exactly how is she doing in terms of farm?
Really
She's doing well. Yeah.
62 CS.
Excalibur had a really tough start, and he's come back quite quickly, actually. Is Wisp and a hero, X-hero, like a huge counter to Lone Druid, just because Lone Druid likes to split push and gets kind of solo farm?
In a way it is. Like any hero who has a tendency to be on its own is not going to necessarily fare great against Wisp, but you could also argue that Lone Druid is very tanky, and bottom lane, Fly might be in some trouble. Leap forward from Loda, more auto attacks coming out. Not going to be able to get the kill, will run. But as far as the Lone Druid goes, one of the few heroes, I think, who is so tanky that it takes a long time for Wisp combinations on their own to actually kill him.
Yeah.
So give some time for the other team to react. But if you do what Fnatic just did, and you commit everything, then yeah, the hero's going to die.
S4 is going to run into a little bit of a Fnatic wad. They don't have a relocate available, but it will be back soon, so maybe they could grab one and go for a chase, but everybody will back off. I think Excalibur is going towards this relic at a very, very good time. There's no 12-minute or easy relic, but
Definitely not.
yeah, he did skip much of the essentials here. Ring of Aquila as well as the basic boots. How much does the game change once we see a Radiance on Fnatic. Like, obviously S4 is going to get less effective. Talk about that later because the fight's going to break out. They get a quick kill on Shadow Demon, and TP from Loda not doing too much.
I actually think once the Radiance comes out, I'm going to Alliance are at a disadvantage.
Straight away.
Yeah, just like that, they're at a disadvantage.
I think it takes like 5 minutes after Radiance for it to actually matter. Because Radiance on its own is like whatever.
The problem is, their team doesn't push lanes fast enough.
Alliance.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they have Shadow Poison, okay.
They have Lone Druid Bear. They have new.
Yeah, but the Lone Druid doesn't have any items. Like, Admiral Bulldog, I mean, he's almost got a Maelstrom.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, but the point is, a Naga Siren can simultaneously push 2 lanes and farm the woods. 5 person for Alliance. All Fnatic got from that was an Aegis.
Aegis, I was timing out very soon.
Yeah. And like I said, 3 tier 1s, man. You get a kill, you get towers. That's just how it works.
Mid lane, Relocate's going to go back in, trying to get Admiral Bulldog away from that tower. Where's the Doom? It's not going to fly out just yet. No tail. Well, the Root Lord is rooting right now. And Admiral Bulldog will walk it out.
I mean, using the Relocate to defend is worth it if you're Fnatic. Like, you do not want to lose this tower. This is arguably the most important tower on the map.
It is the most important.
Yeah, it's like actually the best tower in the game to have.
Especially when the other team has Lone Druid and the TA, that they can just do Roshan in like 2 seconds.
Yeah. So definitely hashtag worth Relocate there. On the side of Fnatic, and Excalibur is 240 gold away from his relic. He needs that Radiance though, man. Like, he needs it.
Yeah. I think if you're Fnatic, if you could give up all your tier 1 to secure that Radiance, you're happy with that trade. Except, I'm not sure whether that's even going to occur because Alliance, like you said, once they get the kill, the tier 1 or tier 2, they're going to get it. Roshan, check.
Soon.
Soonish.
In a minute, we'll know when it's going to spawn, basically. So, if you're Fnatic right now, priority number 1 is don't take farm from Excalibur.
And don't let him die.
Yeah, you really need to protect him at this point. And they know it too. Like, there's 3 heroes coming down here for him.
But the whole of Alliance is coming down as well.
Man, as a carry player, this is what you...
EGM didn't...
Oh, they're really getting stuck behind the tower. No Tail's going to be the first one to drop. Lightning Line not helping too much, and S4, you see him blinking in on the backline supports, and now they're kind of trapped on that tier 1 tower. It's time to song and TP the hell out. Okay.
Power Rangers, they don't have TP.
Yeah, but Trixie and Honey can't. Excalibur is the only one who can.
They can run it off. They'll run it off. But they're going to lose the tower, though.
Yeah. They're like, okay, you just used the 3-minute cooldown, and we're going to kill your tower anyway, so no biggie.
Yep.
Oh my god, no.
Oh my god.
Oh. He Neo'd that thing. He stopped it with his mind.
Well, order was too short.
Mind bullets.
Done it.
Alright, so Roshan, he actually got one of the longest spawns possible. So it's still going to be a little bit while before he's going to be alive.
Oh, there's no song? Oh, there is.
Excalibur.
No song, yeah. The illusion tricked me.
Yeah. That is kind of annoying, isn't it? You click on an illusion and it shows everything is being up.
But he has his relic now.
Yep.
The other thing that's of concern to me is Hani. Like, Queen and Pain is just one of those heroes that, sure, you can have a decent early game.
You need to snowball.
You need a snowball, and, well, Hani didn't snowball. And he's getting to a stage where he doesn't really matter too much anymore. You really need, like, a 15-minute organ, 18-minute organ to really do a lot.
He still does a lot of burst damage to Enchantress and Shadow Demon. Like, he can nearly one-shot kill them.
I suppose, but look at how they tank that Enchantress is already Ogre Club as well.
900 health.
Put that shreds on strength, man, and you're up to like
1,100.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Marana is fairly squishy as well, so I mean there is that, and I guess that's why Queen of Pain is picked up. I just picture Queen of Pain going against the brick wall that is Lone Druid and just bouncing right off.
I think it's just, this is a game of towers, really, like for either team. If, for example, Fnatic were able to do anything...
so aggressive.
Yeah, they blink in, they do a little bit of damage, but it's fine. But Fnatic can't push anything. They just are so reliant on Excalibur having his one item that they're basing a lot of their map movement on it. Like, they're protecting him whenever they can. Like, he hasn't died yet, but he also hasn't been involved in anything either. No tail, not gonna get hit by the air.
Oh, Trixie, he's kind of lagging behind.
You can't chase that. There's no way.
I like the trend that we're seeing more of farming oriented Doom. It's like kind of Midas Devour. Normally you would say that's too greedy, but Relocate's gonna go on the bottom lane. to find Emerald Bulldog perhaps, but he's just so tanky.
Oh
And in
my
fact,
God,
it's going to be
they regret
No-Tail that's dropping. We do have probably Loda being picked up, but they're going to trick Scalper for it. I think a lot will take that trade. Meanwhile, the Human Honey, that's 4.
Simple steps.
Wow.
That was an optimistic relocate.
Yeah.
An 1800 HP Lone Druid that you just relocated on a tier 1 tower.
Yeah.
Although Excalibur was like so close to Radiance.
Yeah.
Like 150 gold or something. If I was in a pub game and that happened to me, I'd tell them to go away and just run to the jungle.
And he didn't have a song off cooldown either,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
when he used song bottom, it was a level 1 song, so 3 minutes cooldown, which is pretty long. Speaking of cooldown, guess who's back?
Oh, not for long.
Not for long, yeah, it's true. It's just not looking great for Fnatic right now. I mean, on paper, you could see, like, okay, you can delay the game pretty well with these heroes, but just on the back of a couple of pickoffs, Alliance are able to kill some really, really important towers.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, Fnatic are like, well, our game plan was to defend our towers until our Naga Siren got a Radiance, and then we start playing our game. But they didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, and speaking of such, those tower goal has really translated to a lot of farm on our Lone Druid. He's got a relic upon his Maelstrom, so that Radiance is going to turn into Mjolnir in like the next, let's say 5 to 7 minutes.
Yeah.
If that. And top lane looks like Hani or Sumi.
For No-Tail.
Oh, No-Tail is going to get 2 shot at, but they are going to get 1 kill from the get-go. Loda's not having a good time, but S4 definitely is, and he's going for more. He's missing off his hits. His refraction's really down quickly, but he does have Aegis, yeah, so he doesn't care. He's waiting for support to come back and relocate back out. They actually will get Aegis, I think, from Templar and not really lose too much. Keep in mind that they're going to come back very soon as well. S4 has that blink. It's going to blink back out.
Look at Fly. Look at Fly.
They want to fight this. Okay, No-Tail. Sad life.
I thought Fly was going to move a bit closer so he could
Yeah.
head it to him.
Meanwhile, though, I think they got a tier 1 bot out of that, which is not too bad of a change.
Is that a Radiance flying out?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Kill that many towers in succession, and you're able to
And
find those
Roaches
picks.
as well. They did 2
Yeah,
Roaches.
It's very true.
Like the Roach is huge.
I'm just not really sure what Fnatic are going to be able to do now. Like, sure, the Naga finally has the Radiance, but the thing is, it's a 22-minute Radiance. The free farm Radiance is usually, what, like 15, 16 minutes, something like
Get
that?
out like 12.
They still managed to pressure the Naga Siren, even though in the first, like, 10 minutes they didn't. They started doing it.
Mana for Song. Like, he's quite far away from it, actually. And I think we saw that.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure a lot of the heroes on Alliance weren't even carrying TPs there. I'm pretty sure 2 of them just ran back to buy some. Because they both walked by the secret shop before they went back to farming the woods.
Bulldog was buying his Hood of Defiance.
Yeah.
He's just unkillable at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, the big burst damage coming out from Fnatic is things like Illuminate as well as Sonic Wave. And a Hood just guarantees his survivability.
And Doom as well,
Sure.
if
yeah.
they want to. Which they definitely don't want to Doom him, of all the heroes. But say they do. I think they just tell S4 to like blink in and kill Coddle. That's pretty much what they do.
Or at least create enough disruption to get... Yeah, there you go. Not going to get the kill off of that one.
Yeah, but it's enough to disrupt them for him.
Yeah, disrupt them enough so that you get your creeps on the high ground without sustaining too much damage. And keep in mind that S4 still has that Aegis, so he could just kind of do this.
No-Tail's so good at controlling the spirits, it's actually hilarious. Always hits them on point.
I haven't been able to, man. I've never been able to play Wisp.
It's
I
hard.
think in Dota 1, couldn't you like stop your spirits by hitting the thing again?
I never played him in Dota 1.
And then it didn't like, Song coming out here.
They kill Lone Druid,
Maybe
is that what they're
Fnatic
going
you
for?
don't want Lone Druid.
It's gonna come out.
I think they're gonna try.
Well, Trixie's out there by himself. He's forced to mech it for himself, but it doesn't matter because he's dead straight up. Dust is going to get popped, and here comes the bear. It's looking for... If I know Tail trying to tether away, he will, but that's going to leave the base fully exposed. Doom goes on Enchantress, but Ake, well, he's got a ton of mana, or HP.
The Aegis is still up on S4.
This looks
That's the
to be,
real,
a
that's the
dead
real
Rax.
Naga. And he's, holy shit.
Oh, he's dead.
No.
Well, the balls may be hitting, but the Rax is going to be the one that's going down. The backdoor regen giving them a little bit of health coming back. Where's the creep wave for Alliance? It's coming in soon. And with that, the Rax will go down.
Why does that happen sometimes? The backdoor region just stops.
I think backdoor regen is based on the corpse of creeps on the ground.
Yeah.
And as they fade away,
The regen goes away.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Because
believe
there's a timer where even if all your creeps are dead, you can still do damage. But after like 10 or 15 seconds or something, you don't do damage anymore. Or you do, but it
But
regens.
backdoor region was on and then it was off.
Yeah, because the creep wave came in.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it was like out here, I think, somewhere.
It was
like by
it was far away. I don't know.
It's weird. Hashtag Dota intricacies. Should be like a TV show. There's just that much to know about this game.
I don't know anything about it nearly.
It's fine. It's fine. If you say it like you're sure of it, people will believe you.
Okay.
See? That's a trick. Like, people won't question you if you just
The
sound
problem
sure.
is I actually believe you sometimes, and sometimes I say it again, and then like 2 shows later, and then you're like, nah, Shane, you're talking shit, or something like that. They're like, hold on. Wait, what happened there?
Wait a minute.
You got me.
He reversed it. So, if you're Fnatic, I mean, your game plan just has to be try to push out lanes.
Yeah.
I mean, that is your option right now. Sure, getting tier 1s seems like a really good idea, but if Alliance try to defend, you can't push.
Just try and keep it alive,
Yeah.
and Naga, and just split push. That's all I can see them.
The thing is, keeping the lanes pushed doesn't really work well when they always have a Templar that has an Aegis. Because essentially, I think when the third Roshan respawns, if the game goes like the way it is going right now, Alliance is going to get the Aegis. They're going to put it on S4. He's going to jump in.
Yeah, and just kill someone.
Yeah. There is the top lane push though, so maybe they're going to get a tier 2 out of this. A tier 2 at this point will favor Fnatic drastically for the trade, but I don't think Alliance cares. They're going to get this tier 2 and they're going to just go on the high ground.
Well, there is a song up on Naga, and they have buyback on a few of their heroes, so this push is actually going to be really difficult for Alliance, I think. Like, they might be able to break high ground, but it's going to be tough.
Oh, they're going to get a couple of Naga illusion. Here comes S4.
Just
Oh, BKB.
Yep, Fly's dead.
Okay.
Oh,
Doomed.
S4, there's no Aegis on
Trixie's
him
too
this
deep.
time. And Trixie's, well, look at how much HP is losing. No tail. It's going to be dead as well. That's 2 kills, 4 lines, and there's a Rax. That could be GG. Excalibur, he's here to the face, and he's going to be dead. Wait, where's it? Ani said as well. 5-man wipe. Alliance will advance to day 2.
So,